We begin tonight with a weather impact alert. We're tracking monsoon storms that have been moving through the valley this evening. Let's give you some idea of what it was like out there. Maybe in your part of town it didn't storm, but here's what it looked like on the I-10 and Elliott Road when those storms were first rolling in earlier this evening. You can see the rain coming down and streaks of lightning across the sky. Roads in some places got pretty wet, in other places bone dry. Typical.
Yeah, but good to see the rain, right? And these are some big, heavy drops. So there was some damage, though. Take a look at this video. 14th Street in Northern. The wind is howling here, and a big branch breaks off that tree you can see right there. So Nicole, one of our viewers, sending in this video. Thanks for doing that, Nicole.
And now let's give you a live look from the ADOT camera. This is I-10 near Avondale Boulevard, and there's a dust storm warning in effect right now. And if you look at the headlights, you can tell that the air is not great out there. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Mark Curtis.
I'm Troy Hayden. Crebay's off tonight. We've got team coverage on these storms for you tonight. There are thousands of homes right now without power because of the storms. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly will join us from Mesa in a few minutes with the latest on that.
But let's start with meteorologist Lindsay Riley, who's had a busy night. She has our weather impact forecast. And Lindsay, is the radar still lighting up?
Yeah, we still have showers mostly in the West Valley at this point. We also have the dust storm warning, which just started about 15 minutes ago. This dust is moving to the north. So it started off near the Arizona Fairgrounds, and it's moving north toward Peoria and Surprise. This dust storm warning in effect until 10:45. That wall of dust moving north at about 20 miles per hour. Visibility at times down to a quarter of a mile with 40-mile-per-hour gusts. So this is actually happening out ahead of some isolated thunderstorms that you see primarily across the West Valley right now. Good news is we don't have any more severe thunderstorm warnings. Showers are beginning to come to an end, and a lot of times when they're dying down, that's when it lofts up that dust. So it makes perfect sense that we have that dust storm warning right now for parts of the West Valley, but some pockets of heavier rain out toward Avondale along the I-10, and then this is approaching the 303. So you can see the showers out toward Peoria right now, Surprise, El Mirage. That's where we're seeing some of the rain in the valley. But looking further to the south, pretty active across Pinal County and Pima County at this point. Over the next hour or two, this will begin to wind down. Northern Arizona also in the clear. We are tracking more storm chances, though, every day until the middle of next week. A timeline on that and how much rain you may have seen in your neighborhood coming up in my full forecast.
All right, Lindsay. Yeah, it's been a good series of storms, too. I mean, they started moving in about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And there has been some impact here. So 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is tracking power outages. You're in Mesa at Country Club in McClellan. Traffic issues, it looks like there, Chase.
Troy, that's right. Right now, about 20,000 customers are without power for SRP and APS. About 3,000 SRP customers right here in East Mesa are without power. And it's led to conditions like this. You can see you have Mesa police officers with the flares out right in the middle of the intersection at McClellan and Country Club Drive directing traffic. We got here about 20 minutes ago, and this has been nonstop. I want to go ahead and show you just looking north towards McKellips. You can see you got the intersection lights there available, but then as we start to pound south, this neighborhood right here, Country Club Shadows, I don't see a single light on in that neighborhood. As we also look further south, you can see this entire stretch of Country Club is pitch black. You have an apartment complex right over here. Again, I'm not seeing a single light is on. You also have another Mesa Police Department vehicle sitting in the middle of the road, possibly trying to light up the area or warn drivers to, hey, slow down, this intersection's out. You got officers standing in the middle of it trying to direct traffic. We did hear them yell at a couple drivers who were trying to speed through, and they had to yell at them and tell them to slow down. I also want to show you just an extension. This Circle K right here, we went up. There's a sign on the door saying the power's out. We spoke with a worker who said he had to rush to try to preserve some of the food that was in the refrigerator so that it wouldn't go bad. He said that his power went out at about 8:30. And then as we give you just kind of another 360 look, you can see on McClellan Road heading toward Alma School, heading east, all those street lights are on. We didn't notice a single outage in this area, but we were told from SRP that Alma School to Mesa Drive in between Rio Salado and the Red Mountain Freeway are where those outages are taking place. Some estimates are saying they'll be back on within the next 30 minutes. Others are saying it's going to be an hour and a half. But in the meantime, just these This is going on widespread. Again, 20,000 customers without power for SRP and APS because of these storms. And so if you are having to go out or anything like that, you definitely just want to be careful on the roads because you might run into a situation like this where the street lights are out. You're going to have to go slow, especially when you have police officers standing in the middle of the intersection trying to direct traffic. Of course, we'll be sure to keep you updated as we learn more. For now, we're live in Mesa. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
So Chase, are you seeing power lines down, or was it possibly a lightning strike on a transformer or something? You know what caused that outage?
Not seeing anything like that. I did see what appeared to maybe be an SRP or APS vehicle going into this neighborhood here. Maybe they are going to one of those transformers or anything, but if you can kind of see, there's debris on the ground right here, probably from brush. We weren't in this area when that storm was really hitting, but I mean, this could be from trees. You could have had strong wind gusts, possibly knocking over power lines or anything. Now, we haven't gotten any reports of that, but we just know that there was very strong wind gusts here, and then, of course, leading to situations like this all across the valley with the power being out.
All right, Chase, nice work out there. Thank you. And, of course, we'll stay on top of the storm coverage for you throughout this newscast. Let's move on.